Hi everyone, welcome back. For today's mani, we're going to be dipping into some new colors from Kozmik Nails. We're going to be creating a fuzzy holiday mani. Yes, you heard it right, a fuzzy holiday mani. But before we get into the fuzzier side of things, we're going to start off with the accent nail. I always like to do my accent nail first when it comes to like any nail art or decals when I'm using a white, because I want to make sure that I'm keeping my whites as pure as possible. This is Spectre. It's a pure white from Kozmik Nails. It also glows in the dark blue. I only did one coat. It's very full coverage. All right, so now to get into the fuzzy side of this mani. So you're probably like, a fuzzy nail? Yes, we are using dip powders that have like look at that. It's like so undescribable. It is actual like a snowdrift. Like the name is perfect for this dip powder. It is snowy, it is fluffy, it is fuzzy, it is everything. So that's what it looks like with one dip. I am using the gel method today, and I'm just going to gently press everything down. And pressing everything down is totally optional. If you want like the full fuzz effect, I definitely recommend not pressing anything down, just like going with it, because that's going to give you like a really awesome, even like more extreme fuzzier effect. So we're going to use the white on two nails, and we're going to end up doing two dips. So fuzzy dip powders, I've never seen anything like it before. If you have, let me know in that comment section below. I would love to know. But this is very unique. It's so appropriate for the holidays. I feel like it screams snowy. This would also be really cute, like doing a Santa hat and then color blocking the white part out to make it look fuzzy. I mean, options and like ideas are running rapid right now in my mind. All right, so we are doing the second dip here, and you can see I'm going directly on with that gel base. I'm doing thin layers like I normally do. I'm not doing anything different when it comes to the gel method. I am dipping into that cupcake liner, and you can see it's even more fuzzier with that second dip. It is just everything. It's pretty much bringing me joy at this point, because dipping into this dip powder as well, it's a game changer. It's an experience on its own. So if you know, when you're dipping into a powder and it's very like finely milled and it feels like you're dipping into velvet, a fluffy cloud, that is what it feels like. So if you're not making press-ons and you are dipping into this powder, take that like soft cashmere velvet effect, take that, times it by 100, because it's even softer and like fluffier with this fuzzy dip powder. It's like a whole experience on its own, but super fun, very unique. So there's probably a couple questions that are running through your head. You can use dip liquids if you want, but the only thing I would not activate at all. Just so keep that in mind, because once you activate, you are basically going to compress all that fuzz down, and it's not going to be fuzzy anymore. So you can use dip liquids. Once you are done with your mani, can you wash your hands and get them wet? Yes, you can still wash your hands, do dishes, and shower. You will still have fuzzy nails once your hand and your nails dry. So super awesome, right? So I was very intrigued by this. I've been playing with it, kind of testing it out. It's still fuzzy. I use cuticle oil as well, and everything was still fuzzy. All right, so the second color here, this green, this is where I feel like you can really see the fuzzy payoff in this beautiful Christmas evergreen green. It is everything. It's even more fuzzier in my opinion with this color, because you can see it has more of a darker color, so you're going to see more of that fuzz effect. But overall, it is so fun. And you can see here in the cupcake liner how just like different it looks than your normal standard dip powder. But I am completely obsessed with these fuzzy dip powders. I really want a red just to kind of like tie in the whole Christmas thing. But we're going to add red to this with a really awesome decal sheet as well from Kozmik Nails. All right, so we went ahead, cured for 30 seconds. I'm dusting off. Now we're going to go in with the gel base again, and then we're going to do another dip. But overall, so fun. And again, if you are not making press-ons and you are physically like dipping into that cupcake liner, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to bring you some joy, because it is a whole another different experience. Okay, the second dip really just brings this to life. It's just giving me a whole bunch of like warm and fuzzy feelings, which is very appropriate for this dip powder, but I'm just gently pressing everything down, kind of getting everything to where I want it. Again, pressing down is totally optional because you are going to get a more fuzzier effect if you are not pressing down. But overall, so fun. I'm noticing that I'm not getting any like transfer or anything like that on my gel brush. If you end up getting anything on your liquid, your dip liquids or your gel brush, just make sure you are wiping that off thoroughly before you stick it back into that bottle so you're not contaminating it with like any little fuzzes or anything like that. But I did not notice any contamination on my brush or anything like that when I was going in with the second dip, which I was really surprised by. So just keep that in mind. If you do notice that, just wipe it off before you go ahead and stick it back in the bottle. But overall, just super fun and unique and something very different. But I feel like fuzzy nails are really appropriate right now for that cool month and for the holiday season. I just feel like it's overall so cute. Okay, so we are completely done with the fuzzy nails. Since I used the gel method, that's all I'm doing. I just used the gel base. We're gonna file and buff, and that is it. I want to keep them completely fuzzy, so I am not gonna put any top coat on these nails. Since we cured and everything with the dip powder for 30 seconds with that gel base, everything's cured, it's good to go. You can just go about your day with your mani and have some fuzzy nails. All right, so this nail right here, this is gonna be our decal nail. We're gonna go ahead and do a water nail wrap or decal on this nail. And what I'm doing right now is I applied a layer of gel base on that accent nail, cured it for 30 seconds. That's giving this nail a little bit of a sticky, tacky surface to it, which is really going to help this decal lay flat to the nail. It's going to give it a little bit more of a tacky surface, so everything's going to lay really, really nice. Now, I'm obsessed with this nail wrap right here. It has like this red radiant ombre effect to it, and it has the most like gorgeous shadowing under the snowflakes that really tie everything together. And I really wanted to pull in some red for today's mani just because I felt like we had that really gorgeous white with Snowdrift and then that beautiful green. I was dying to throw in just a little pop of red, and I figured that this little snowflake decal would be perfect for that. So now to clean up the sidewalls and all that extra nail wrap that is hanging off, I'm taking a flat brush here that has acetone on it. I find that acetone without like any vitamins or minerals is the best. I really like the Onyx brand. I've tried a lot of different acetones. I feel like the Onyx brand is a little bit more forgiving when it comes to removing like the extra decal or nail wrap that's hanging over. That's the best one. Plus, I can go ahead and take that flat brush and dab directly on top of that nail wrap to get any like lines or wrinkles off without totally like disintegrating and wrecking the nail wrap. So that is why I really like the Onyx brand. I will link that in the description box below. It is the white one, not the blue Onyx, because that blue has like some moisturizer in it. So just stay away from that when you are working with any nail wraps or decals. But that is what it looks like. I'm going to clean off that brush here, but overall, super easy to use. Then to seal this in right away, I'm going to go ahead and do a layer of gel base and cure for 30 seconds. Also, if you notice that your decal is still a little bit wet, let that dry for a few moments before you go in with your gel base. So just keep that in mind. Just let it dry a little bit, then go in with your gel base. And we're going to go ahead and make sure everything's capped on that free edge. So this is what it looks like glossy. So we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to do a matte top coat. But before we get into the matte top coat, if you've ever noticed after you just go in with a base and a matte top coat that your matte has lines or it looks really streaky or uneven, this is a trick. You go ahead and apply your gel regular top coat, cure it for 60 seconds. Then after it's cured, go ahead and apply your matte gel top coat and then cure for 60 seconds. And that is going to give you the most flawless matte finish ever. So this is what it looks like when it's matte. It is beautiful. It's gorgeous. Plus, with it being matte, it has like almost like a 3D effect to it because that the shading underneath those snowflakes just give it like a 3D effect. All right, so here's the finished mani. I love it so much. You can see that these nails are super fuzzy and I'm pretty obsessed with it. I love the concept. I think it's so much fun for the holiday seasons. It's going to be a conversation starter. I think it's genius. Such a fun idea. Plus, you can still go about your day. And if you are doing the gel method, just remember, do not put a top coat on it. And if you're doing dip liquids, do not put your dip liquid top coat on it and do not activate it. That is what is going to keep this super fuzzy. Also, if you have any gel allergies or anything like that, everything that I use for the gel today is HEMA free. And then the Sundara products that I use for the top coat and that matte top coat, that is HEMA 21 free as well. So keep that in mind. If you are looking for some gels to do the gel method, that is a great option for you. And also Kozmik Nails has a HEMA free gel. It's a gel base and top coat in one. So you got a couple options there to dabble into some fun gel products. But overall, this concept of fuzzy nails is amazing and I'm living for it at the moment. Super fun. Love how it turned out. Very easy to use and overall just super fun. So I really hope you enjoyed the fuzzier side of things today, and everything that we use in today's mani can be found in the description box below. And if you are having trouble finding the description box below, just click on that little arrow and it will drop everything down and you should be able to see everything that we use in today's video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you all in the next one.